zipping along 65 miles an hour, and I see one car going the other way for 25 miles, 26 miles, and I'm going, heck. So I get to the other end, give him my, ticket, and my dollar, and I say, that was only like, 20, 25, or 20 minutes. Yep. What's that road? Well, that's the main highway. So why aren't they on this road if they're ending up the same place? You end up the same place. Because this is Texas, boy. I'm going, yeah, I know. Well, boy, in Texas, they ain't gonna pay no dollar to drive from Houston to Conroe, Texas. They ain't gonna pay no federal dollar because that's free. This is a dollar. But you spending how many hours on it? Oh, those people, it's like a 4 hour commute. So they're gonna be spending all that money on gasoline, 4 hours, absolutely right, boy. So that's gonna be $10 worth of gas, just about right. And versus a dollar and maybe $4 worth of gas at the most, that's right. But it's the principle of fun. We'll spend $10 to be over there, we ain't gonna spend no dollar over here. Because it's going to the federal government, and we ain't gonna have it. That's how it is in Texas. Right? So I say to him, so how many cars a day? Oh, boy, I think you're about 15. Right? How big is the road? 6 lanes wide. Right? 6 lanes wide, then it drops to 5 to 4 to 3 at Conroe, and then you merge onto 45. So, boom, I land there, and you go off to the right, get to the Red Lobster, and go in the parking lot. So, Tank told me, I told him what kind of car I would have and what I'd be driving. I just left him a message. I didn't want to go through this again, so I made it a one quick message, bingo. So then Hank, I see this car coming around, this big old, slow driving car, just crawling around, and then comes and he pops this big heap of junk, and it just kind of so slowly comes to a stop. It's like watching a paint truck. So the car pulls up, and then the windows roll up. Temperature outside, 105. Correct? So I'm in my car with it running, with the air conditioner on. That's the only way to survive. Windows roll up, and somebody sits there. So I said, it's got to be him. So I get out of the car, and I start making my way over, and he's sitting there. And then he's gradually reaching for the handle. He opens the car door, and the sweat pouring off his guy, because it's now 120 in the car. And he gets out, and I say, that you, Hank? Yeah, that's, hey, how are we gonna have this conversation, all right? So I said, okay, ready to go to lunch? Yeah. I'm like, I'm in the sun, this guy's in the sun. I'm like, he's so slow. So then I say, all right, and I start walking. I get to the door, I turn around, he's not here. So I go back into the building, look at the car, and he's just clearing the front bumper.
How old is it?
Yes. No, this is it. Huh?
How old is it?
Oh, he was probably, late 40s, early 50s.
What?
Yes, you would swear this guy's like 155 years old. Shuffling along, and, I'm like, I'm dying of heat. Let's get inside. He's got a jacket on and a tie, and everything. And this guy is sweat pouring down. He's a big, heavy guy. And I'm like, how do you try? Slow reactions. So then finally, it gets to the 5 minutes later, he's at the table and sits down. That's fast. You know, and he just slowly gets in the seat. And I'm like, it's gonna be brutal. We gotta go through this menu, right? And we go to order. So get the picture. This is now 11:45, right? And I've been there waiting for him for 15 minutes. At 11:30, he rolled in, right? So this is 15 minutes and we're at the table, right? So, again, you know, introduce myself to Hank, in case he forgot. And, you know, we start talking, and he said, let's order. I'm like, okay. So he opens up the menu, and it's like, the paper's gonna rot before he gets it open. So, boom. I'm like, this is gonna be like an hour. Half an hour later, it closes. In the meantime, the waitress has come 4 or 5 times. Are you ready yet? And I would say, I don't think so. Because he's not moving, he's just sitting there. And then he closes it, and he said, ready. I said, all right, so all of that. And he says, what do you want? What would you like, sir? The usual. Says, I've never wait on him, sir, I don't know what the usual is. Right. Opens the menu, creaking door syndrome, and he said,
Sorry for the interruption. Skylar Flavor, please report to the main office. Skylar Flavor to the main office.
the fried shrimp platter. Something to drink, don't even ask. Right? I'm like, don't even ask, right? So, coffee. He's the, you know, it needs caffeine, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna die. This is like, this is not gonna work. How do you deal with this guy, right? So now it's an hour, and here comes the food, all right? So this place closes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because lunch service is over between 11 and 3, okay? Here comes the meal. He starts eating it, and just slow, right? It's 2:45, and he's not done yet, correct? He finished at 3:15, and he was eating his lunch for 2 hours. He was chewing on it for 2 hours. And I'm trying to get conversation going, and he can't talk if he's chewing. So I'm like, this is gonna kill me. So finally, we get to start talking at 3:15. So I say to him, you know, you wanna discuss what your objections are to what we do, you know, to the site. Here we go. So it's like, sure. The pipes, broken. Really, Hank, your guy inspected it with the camera and all. He's wrong. Right? initial meeting, and I met with the engineers for the town and the engineer that we hired, and everything is all set, but Hank is just an objector, so we're gonna have to take him to court. So, when I would deal with him, I met with him one more time, and what I would do was, as soon as I called, I'd have it written down exactly what I was gonna say. And it would